Hello and welcome to Trojan Sports Now. I'm Jessica Phillips.
And I'm Sam Granville. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Athletics. The Trojan men's basketball team handed Georgia State its first home loss of the season Saturday afternoon in Atlanta. Troy defeated the Panthers 84-78 at the GSU Sports Arena, down 72-65 with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play. The Trojans outscored Georgia State 13-6 down the stretch to earn the series sweep over the Panthers. Two Trojans scored over 20 points in the game as Ty Gordon contributed 24 and Desmond Williams put up 23. With the win, Troy sweeps the season series with Georgia State for just the second time. Troy swept GSU back in the 2017 and 18 season.
The Trojans women's basketball team made on Saturday when they defeated South Alabama in Trojan Arena. With this win, Troy is off to its best start in program history. Seth Carpenter has the highlights of the big win against South.
After losing the tip-off, that would be the last time the Trojans would let South control anything, as the Trojans started the game on an 11-0 run in the first quarter, not letting South score for the first 5 minutes. The Trojans' defense would continue to lead to offense for the rest of the game, as the Trojans would go up by as much as 20, but would ultimately win 85-68. Head coach Shannon Rigby talked about beating South after the game.
Well, anytime you can beat South, it's a good thing, right? In-state rival. It's a lot of pride at stake. We had more fans here, I think, and we're thankful for that. We're thankful for our sixth man, which is Trojan fans, because I think there's a lot of pride in the fact that we can, come out and beat South Alabama, and we're just thankful to be here to do it.
Scoring this season for the Trojans has been easy, as this game was the Trojans' 14th game in a row, scoring more than 70 points, and did so this game shooting 41% from the field. Head coach Shannon Rigby just wants consistency now.
Because now even we never know which ones are going to come out and score a lot of points for us. So we would like, they're all talented, they can all score. We would like for them all to be consistent with what they can contribute.
This win gave the Trojans their best ever start to a season at 17-3, but as the #1 team in the conference, Coach Rigby knows that it's going to be a role reversal for the Trojans the rest of the season.
We've always been underdogs. We've always been fighting to turn around. We're fighting to do big things. So now we're in a different role. We're the one with the target on our back. And I told him it's harder, it takes more discipline to stay #1, I believe, than it does to fight from the bottom and come back. That takes emotion, but staying #1 takes discipline. So you have to get up for every game. You have to take care of the small things every single possession.
Seth Carpenter, Troy, Trojan Vision Sports.
The Troy women's basketball team struggled in their win against Louisiana Wednesday night. The Sunbelt top dog Trojans met the Warhawks once again, where the Warhawks came within striking distance of stealing a win.
On paper, the Trojans outmatched the ULM Warhawks in almost every category, and while the Trojans did indeed earn a 77-65 victory, it didn't come without a few growing pains. While Alexis Dye got the Trojans started with 4 for 16 points right out of the gate, ULM quickly showed they wouldn't go away so easy by rallying off 3 quick threes. While Troy would quickly regain the lead and hold on to it for the rest of the game, ULM would continue to pester the Trojans the rest of the way, pulling within 4 at the end of the third quarter.
They slowed the ball down drastically against us in the first half, and we allowed it. We were trying to be safe on defense and not give them, what they wanted to get, but we were so slow. The game was so slow the first half. We didn't shoot as many shots as we want to. That's the effect of slowing the game up. We only shot 67 shots. We strived to score, to shoot 100 shots a game. So we're way behind. We were also behind in our rebounds. Didn't rebound as much as usual.
While the Trojans would only snag 49 total rebounds, it was thanks to some hard-fought rebounds, key turnovers, solid play in the paint from Dye and Japonica James, and clutch free throw shooting that would propel the Trojans over in the fourth quarter. The Trojans were 14 of 18 from the free throw line for the game and held ULM to just 1 3 in the second half and 31% shooting in the fourth.
I think our defenders were really determined. We started covering the 3 ball a lot better. We told our post players when the ball went into them to stop kicking the ball out and go up with it, and so we did get to the free throw line a little bit, and we did score a little bit more inside in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, of course, our coaches, they always give us a great game plan, so we went out and we tried to execute exactly what they wanted us to do. So defensively, was just getting out, being on their guards, trying to contain them, and then on our offensive end, make sure we take care of the ball, rebound, and score the ball.
Riding a 6-game win streak, the Trojans head to Lafayette this weekend in hopes of avenging their one conference loss against Louisiana.
Trojan fans had the chance to meet face-to-face with their favorite Trojan baseball and softball players for the annual Fan Day on Saturday. Sam Granville has the story.
On
a cold and dreary Saturday morning, Trojan fans of all ages showed up in legions to Riddle Pace Field to meet and greet their 2020 softball and baseball teams for the annual Fan Day.
It's Fan Day today. All our fans get to come out, get a poster of softball and baseball. Fan Day's fun. We get to meet our fans. The fans get to meet us, and it's just a really fun day out here.
On a morning that saw crisp winds and a light drizzle, the weather had no effect on the massive turnout that came to support their beloved Trojans.
We don't have great weather today, and the fact that we have so many people out here supporting both these teams just shows what the Troy community is all about. So I love showing Team 27 off. I think Coach Smart loves showing his team off. They're both going to be really exciting teams to watch. But the best part about what we do is these fans. So I'm just really excited to meet them and greet them and show them what we have.
Troy fans are unmatched in their level of support for their sports teams, and the players have adapted to the Trojan way of putting a personal touch on everything they do.
And we'll go to the show.
Where are you from? Cool.
Our fans get to know our players. Today's a great day for them to meet those young people and see who they are and put a face with a name. And I'm excited that they get that connection. I'm not sure you get that in bigger places, but we do always get it here. And by the 10th, 12th, 15th game of the year, they're cheering for somebody they know. And that makes a huge difference. I think that's the beauty of Troy.
And with less than a week out from the softball team's home opener, they're hoping for a similar turnout to cheer them on this Friday.
So we love all of our fans. We love to see all of y'all's faces in the crowd, and it really just helps us having that home field advantage when all of y'all are there. It really just helps us to be hype, just play for y'all and perform for y'all the best we can.
The softball team will open with 3 home games this weekend, beginning this Friday at 3 p.m.
The softball team opens their season this weekend, but fans will have to wait another week to see the baseball team in action. Their season will open on Valentine's Day, February 14th.
The Troy women's tennis team saw success on Saturday as they took down an in-state foe, Alabama State, 7-0 to claim not only their first win of the spring, but also their first home win of the season. The Trojans saw strong performances from junior Matea Mijovic and freshman Shavita Alana.
And the Troy men's tennis team fell to a 2-3 on the young season after losing a close battle to Stetson 4-3 on Sunday afternoon in Dedland, Florida.
So to come on Trojan Sports Now, we'll have a preview of the Trojans softball team's opening season matchup against Lipscomb this afternoon.
But first, Sam Granville sits down with Trojans head baseball coach Mark Smart to talk about the upcoming season. Stick around for more Trojan Sports Now.